Hello everyone, welcome back to this devlog of my fantasy adventure mascot horror game Venge. In today's episode, we're going to be making some flipped plants for Act 2 and doing some lighting for the front of Lucy's house. Now, real quick, this video is split into 3 parts. Parts 1 and 3 were recorded before and after my weekly live stream, which will be recapped in part 2. You'll see what I mean. But this is my first time making a video like this, so please share any feedback you have in the comments below. Let's just get started with part 1. Here's what I've come up with. So it's this Venus flytrap looking thing, and it would hang from the wall, and then its jaws could open and close like this, right? It's like maybe as you're walking up, it'll attack you or something. I think it looks fine. I'm not fully there yet, but I think maybe just texturing it will help. But I'll get back to you. Alright, so I think finished the model, and honestly it looks a lot better than I was thinking. This was really an exercise of trust the process, because the entire time I was like, oh, this is turning out really bad, but I think it turned out fine. So we have the jaws here, and then the inside, which, oh, I need to color this black in the middle, just so you can't see through it, but I think it turned out pretty good. So now I'm going to rig it, and I realized I'm going to have to put it in its own file, which shouldn't be that hard. But rig it, and then we'll put it in the game. And boom. Here we go. He's fully done. Fully rigged, fully modeled. That actually took a lot less time than I thought it would. And honestly, his design is growing on me, so it's fully rigged. There's some teeth clipping issues, but I just gotta be aware of that when I'm animating. And then it has full IK controls like this, so I don't have to worry about like the position of the stem. It just kind of automatically works itself out, which is super awesome. And then it has some luminescence, which is pretty awesome too. So I'm excited to see how this looks in the game. And let's export it to the game right now. So let's open up here and hit export. Boom. All right, I'll see you in the game. All right, here we are in game, and let's drag this flipped plant into here. So if we put him in here and let's like position him up against the wall, this is how he'll look in the game. Just like that. Sweet, sweet. Okay, let's see how this looks in game because I'm kind of curious. So here we are. So this is what we did in the last live stream in case you missed it. And here is the flipped plant. So it's pretty spooky. Let me give myself a debug lantern so we can see it. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. So I like this. I think this looks great. I like how it looks in the shadow like that. And I can't wait to see it in action. So then my idea for what we're gonna do with him is as he kind of like wiggles around, and then as you walk by, then he'll start to try to attack you. So pretty simple stuff. I don't imagine the AI will be too complicated, but let's start implementing that. Look at him go! Cool, cool. So he's moving around, he's doing his little idle animation, and his AI doesn't do anything yet. Now, I would continue to work on this, but the live stream is in 15 minutes, and so we gotta get a jump start on that. So I'm gonna work on that, and I will catch you in the live stream. Hey everyone, how are you guys doing? Woo, it's been a crazy week, but I'm super excited to be able to be live streaming again. We're gonna have some fun today. So what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be finishing up these caves and maybe starting to work on the outside of Lucy's house. So it'll be a ton of fun. I'm really excited. Let's just get started. So let's take a look through this cave system here and just kind of see if there's any weak points. So, I mean, this area right here is pretty boring. And then you walk through here. This part's good already. I like this part. All right, so here's the 2 flipped plants that I have. It's not the best, but we need to add a little bit more variety. So, oh, you're on the wrong screen. Oh my gosh, you couldn't even see it. Perfect. Okay. So the kind of plant that I'm thinking we add is gonna be like kind of a circle thing that like it's almost like a root. Like hold on, let me see if I can find a picture because I think this would help. Except for there's like a little ball right here instead of little root things. I think this is gonna be really easy to model, and I'm really not nervous about it, to be honest. I think it's gonna be super simple. We're just gonna create a little cube thing here. Do you see the vision? Do you guys see what I'm trying to do? I explained it really horribly. That looks really silly. I can't really take that seriously. That looks kind of silly. Maybe I'll add a third leg kind of coming out here. Do you see the vision? Do you see what I mean? Like, I feel like I'm onto something, but I'm honestly not sure. You know, like this? Yeah, trust the process. Trust the process. Ooh, you know what? A bark texture would be good. Let me find a bark texture real quick. See what I mean? That actually looks really cool. I like this a lot. Maybe in the future we can use this crystal for actual gameplay, but for now it'll just be its own little thing. So let's have it. We're gonna be really lazy and we're just gonna project from view, which will make kind of a strange looking texture, but I think it'll be fine. See, trust the process, guys. I told you, trust the process. Have like almost like the crystal is like feeding into its veins. You know what I mean? I think that could be really cool. Let's get rid of the spikes around the eyes. Just like that, and everything else I think is fine. So then what I just do is I just vibrate my mouse as I kind of move down, and we'll just do that. So we'll just like this, and then in the middle I'm gonna put a circle here that's kind of indented a tiny bit like this, right? And the reason that I'm gonna do that is so then based on now it looks like the eye follows you. See that? That's pretty cool. So now it looks like it's always watching you. Does that look nice? I can't tell. I don't know. What do we think? Let me do a poll because I think that would be way easier to see. Sweet. Okay, yeah. Actually, I really like that. Does this thing have 20,000 vertices? No way. No way. There's no way that this thing has 20,000. Oh my gosh, it does have 20,000 vertices. Okay, well, that's a lot. That's a lot of vertices right there. But I guess that's what we get for having 3D spikes everywhere. We can't really get rid of them without getting rid of these spikes, huh? I'm just gonna make the spikes not 3D. Okay, 5,000. 5,000 is significantly more reasonable. Significantly more reasonable. Here we go. Oh, he's pretty big. Oh, he's big. Oh. He's very big. Oh, I love this little guy. Oh my gosh. He's so tall. That's so fun. That's so fun. I have to make, okay, I'm gonna make the cave right here taller just because we need room for him to be tall. We'll go in the game. There we go. Oh, he's very shiny in the game. I didn't anticipate he'd be this shiny, but I think that's okay. Oh, there we go. Look at him. Oh, I love that. That's awesome. Let's give him another light here, just because he needs to be seen by the world. Hey, voiceover here. So, at this point in the live stream, I began to split apart Lucy's house for technical reasons. But what you need to know is we got it in-game, and then we started to do the lighting for the house. So here, that is. Okay, so let's get some nice lighting in here. And I think the contrast between the flipped cold, dark world and then this bright, beautiful house here will be kind of awesome. This is exciting. This is the first time I've ever done cozy lighting for 2.0. This is really exciting, actually. It doesn't look very cohesive. Yeah, don't worry. We'll trust the process, but also, like, I do really want it to be a very harsh line where it's, like, very immediately clear that you are entering somewhere safe. Because it is a safe house, after all. Because Lucy, in my mind, at least, she's kind of, like, a little bit... She's a little silly in the sense where she doesn't, like... She put super secret safe house, and then she, like, in front of her house, and with her name, and then she has, like, a giant spotlight going on it, and then she's like, guys, this is my safe house, no one come here, it's my super secret safe house. Like, she has good intentions, but she's also just not the best at execution. You know what I mean? Like, she's trying, she really is trying, but it's just falling apart a tiny bit. And... wow. Wonderful. that actually was really good. That looks really cool. So should we add flipped plants to cave or work on secret shader? Because I think the secret shader and effect might be a tiny bit of a spoiler, but I'm sure you're gonna see it before. Oh my gosh, every single person wants flip plants. Okay, you know what? Unanimous decision. That sounds good. Okay, we'll add him. Look at how tall he is. This one's gonna be extra tall. I'm gonna make this guy extra tall. He's gonna be so awesome. He's gonna be so much taller than the other one. All right, that we're already at 200k vertices just for this small little scene, but that's quality. That's quality for you. I don't think it'll make the game lag too much, but we'll see. It's gonna be so laggy. I think it'll be fine. I do think it'll be fine. Oh, that looks nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Sweet. It'd be cool if the plants pulsed to the music. I gotta add that, but I think this lighting looks nice. It's pretty spooky. Well, I think that is where I'm gonna leave you guys for now. I will see you guys next week, same time, same place. You all better be there. Yeah, I will see you all later. Goodbye. Thanks for coming. Nice. So that was the live stream. It was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed working with you guys, and I cannot wait to see you in the next live stream. They're always on Saturdays. But here's the progress that we made. We made this little guy right here, and then we added a bunch of flip plants, and we did the lighting for here, and it all looks really nice. But I think that we need a little bit more here. So what I'm kind of thinking is I think some dangling wires would look really cool, as well as the force field that we need to add. So I think I'm probably going to get started with the force field, and so I'll catch you when I do that. Boom. Alright, that took a little bit of work, but I have something that I'm happy with. So it covers the entire cave up to the beginning of her house. And then to open it, we just go like this. We just go whoo. And then this will be animated, but then it'll be able to open, and then you'll be able to walk through up into her house, and it needs to be double-sided, but it's not right now. And then you walk through, and then it's able to go whoo. I'm really proud of that if you can't tell. Woo, I think it looks really awesome. And then like the edge looks really nice, and I wanted it to look like the puffer plate because I wanted to imply that it's the same sort of technology. But I'm gonna animate this and let's see how this turns out. Alright, let's see how this works. So, when we enter in, boom, perfect. I do think it's a tiny bit too quick to stop, and I don't think it's too bright. I don't know, what do you think? Let me know in the comments. But I completely realized we got completely sidetracked. We were working on the Venus flytrap thing, and then we got distracted by the live stream. So let's finish that up, and let's get this guy fully working again. Alright, so here is Chomper in the game, and he has this AI, so if we walk up close, he'll turn and attack us and bite us, and currently it doesn't do any damage, but eventually it will do damage. And then if we walk away, then he goes back to his idle. Now, this looks pretty bad for a few different reasons, but the biggest reason is between these two different animation states, he's teleporting, kind of. Like, for example, if I switch to my other screen here, and we zoom in on him right here, you'll notice that when I enter, it just kind of snaps, right? And the reason for that is it's using this tracking script right here. And what that does is that makes sure that he's always biting at us no matter where we may be. And so the problem is that this thing doesn't have any smoothness. So going from you should track and you should not track, it doesn't have any sort of smoothness, and so it's causing this sort of teleporting thing as it tracks. So in order to fix that, I need to add some smoothness to this component. So I'm going to work on that, and I will be right back once I've done it. Alright, that took a surprising amount of work, but now you can see if we walk up to him, he will smoothly start to attack us, and then as we walk away, he smoothly stops. You can see that if we select him here and enable and disable the rotation, he will smoothly go between the two, which is wonderful. Now let's record the sound effects and make him actually do damage and maybe shake the camera. I don't know. Let's go work on it. Alright, so now when we walk up to him, does damage, and there's sound effects, and if we listen really carefully, he has some idle sound effects too, but that works pretty good. I mean, I'm probably going to improve this sometime in the future because I'm not super happy with it, but for now it'll be fine. So, I think we should end this video off by adding a little bit more detail to the safe house over here. So I'm gonna get working on that. Boom. Here we are. I love how this looks. I think this looks really awesome. So I added some wires and I added some vines in here, and so I think it just kind of helps sell the space and makes it look a lot better. And honestly, I think I'm done. And yeah, I think that's it. So thank you all for watching so much. Make sure to tune into the next live stream on Saturday to be able to contribute, and I will see you all later. Thank you to the Patreons, join the Discord server, and goodbye!